like to share with you some of the evolving international financial issues that have so engaged. Despite the draining impact of a loss of $8 trillion of stock market wealth, a sharp contraction in capital investment, and of course, the tragic events of September the 11th, 2001, our economy is still growing. Importantly, despite significant losses, no major U.S. financial institution has been driven to default. Similar observations pertain to much of the rest of the world, but to a somewhat lesser extent than to the United States. Some of the implications of those innovations. These episodes suggest a marked increase over the past 2 or 3 decades in the ability of modern economies to absorb unanticipated shocks. To be sure, the recent weakening pace of world economic activity has raised concerns that the full cycle of the past decade has yet to be definitively concluded. But the already clearly evident increased resilience arguably supports the view that the world economy already has become more flexible, irrespective of how events unfold in the weeks and months ahead. I'd like to share with you some of and I think the most egregious activities have really resulted in the failure of chief executive officers. And I think Sarbanes-Oxley in part is going to do that, but the market has already done it, if I may put it that way. We need Sarbanes-Oxley not for today, tomorrow, or the next day, because I don't see any CEOs doing what they had been doing for a number of years. They're going to go back to the old regime. But unless there are statutes out there which focus on this, it will just start to happen again, and we want to avoid that. The implications of those innovations for our economy. I particularly have been focusing on innovations in the management of risk and some of the implications of those innovations